anybody who stands before you and tells you they're dealing with global warming, energy independence, national security, and increasing manufacturing, and doesn't deal with the issue of price is not being candid, in my view. So how do we deal? Well, first of all, I advocate and strongly support, and as a candidate and as president, a 50 mile per gallon standard by the year 2017 for automobiles made in the United States. We're doing it for Brazil, we can do it for the United States. And I would set the example by insisting upon the federal fleets all being hybrids or cars that are fuel efficient, using alternative energies to demonstrate that the federal government of the United States will only purchase automobiles that are fuel efficient, that use alternative technologies, to demonstrate how it can get done. Secondly, I believe you got to have a corporate carbon tax. Now, you know, before you start screaming about the cost under the present system is outrageous here, and people pay dearly for it. But until we have some equalization in the cost of these carbon-producing products, you're not going to get people to move to the alternative renewable sources of energy. So I know it's a difficult message for people, but again, I believe people are ahead of us on this issue, and without having a corporate carbon tax, I don't think you can get there. I'm also for a cap and trade to maintain that, and I've supported the strongest one that's been offered in the United States Senate. So we can still retain that, and then with a corporate carbon tax based on emissions that the polluters are making, we take the revenues, which amounts to about $50 billion, is the low estimate, Mike. The higher one's closer to $100 billion, but somewhere in between. And I would use those revenues to fast track the alternative and renewable sources of energy, as well as conservation and efficiency standards that we ought to build into our system, as well as offering consumers and families some financial relief as they go out and try and make these choices of more efficient, cleaner technologies in appliances and automobiles. The amount of money in your pocket shouldn't determine how green you are. It shouldn't be just the wealthy who can afford the more efficient automobiles and the cars. Here, here. I would use the source of money of 50 to 100 billion to do that, as well as I'm willing to provide also some help to companies who frankly have a hard time economically of making the transition from being polluting, carbon-producing companies to ones that would not, on the assumption that many of these companies don't like doing this anyway, but have a difficult time making the transition. We want to help them do that. We don't want to brand people as being evil somehow, or those who want to make a difference and move it.